Hey, Chilli, how are you?
How are you? Look at those dimples. I always see you like at the end of my workouts on the DVD. So
That's right.
cool. Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, cool. Do you want to just jump into this thing? And
Yeah, let's do it.
okay. So, hi everyone. It's Darin Olien here, creator of the Ultimate Reset. One of my favorite things is hearing just about that powerful impact that the Ultimate Reset has had on people's lives. And the stories are incredible. And today, I have got a special guest here. It's Chilli, everyone.
Hi.
So we are gonna get into it. We're
Yeah.
gonna get into your health and wellness transformation
Mm-hmm.
and your experience now on the Ultimate Reset. So Chilli, she's a singer, songwriter, dancer, is probably best known for the iconic 90s R&B TLC group, one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. He had that Grammy Award-winning Waterfall song. Yeah, so it's pretty incredible. And, aside from your role as an entertainer, which you've largely been known for, which is great to get to know you on this level, is that you're doing a lot of nonprofit stuff. You have Chili's Crew,
Yes.
and then a lot of work and spokesperson for really a healthy life now, which is
Mm-hmm.
so great. You're a great icon to say, listen, be you and change the world, right? So you're being strong and living healthy. All right, so I created Ultimate Reset along with Isabel
Mm-hmm.
with our desire to pay forward what is natural in all of us, and that is eat well, take care of yourself, all of that stuff. So for you,
Mm-hmm.
being in your busy life, what finally convinced you to do the Ultimate Reset?
Well, I was talking to Carl and I was telling him how I had sleep issues. And he mentioned reset. And the first thing he said was, he said, it's not a pooping fest. And so I busted up laughing because, you know, generally when you think of a cleanse, you think of, living in the restroom all day. And so he said that, and he was telling me that he believed that it would really help me. And he, went into great detail about it. And that was the beginning of the best thing that I could have ever done for myself. It was the best sleep ever. And I remember calling my group member because she shared the same problem. And I was like, you have to do this reset. I was like on fire for it because of, what happened for me. And when she tried it, she got her best sleep as well. So that was one of the best things.
It's the power of the body when given the right information and
Yeah.
materials. It will find its way. And usually when we're in a high stress situation and we're taking in foods that are highly processed, the
Yeah.
brain chemistry can't really even kick over. So when you're feeling that 9:30 fall asleep, that's when the body's clicking into the melatonin. And
Yeah.
that melatonin is basically like, I always laugh. I tell my wife, it's like, uh-oh, I'm hitting the melatonin trigger,
Right.
and it just knocks you out. And that's the body's natural regulatory functioning. And
Right.
that's how the whole program was set up, to give the body what it needs and then get out of the way.
Right.
Let it do its thing.
Yeah. And I incorporated new things as far as food into my diet because I was introduced to certain foods I had never, like jicama. I was like, what is jicama? I had no idea what that was.
Right.
And just a lot of things that it introduced me to and that I kept in my diet. And so it's I think that's one of the best things that you guys could offer the world. I mean, I love all the products from Beachbody. I mean, Shakeology is my thing, but this reset is a life changer, seriously.
What surprised you the most when you're doing the reset the first time?
I've always had pretty cool skin, but it's like your skin is just like butter.
Yeah. What was your biggest struggle? It didn't have to be the first time, but maybe maybe, throughout the years you've done it, what do you think's the biggest struggle is? And then what do you do to kind of overcome it?
Well, definitely the first time, I always tell people, you're never really full, but you're not hungry. You're not like, you know what I mean? And then because you're kind of like in the middle and you're staring at, well, for me, I was staring at the clock like, whoo, okay, 2 more hours. All right, so I can take my supplements, so it's like I had to, well, my body wasn't used to that, when generally when we're eating, our portion sizes are just out of control. We eat too much. We eat until we get full and you fall back and whoo, that was great. But you're not supposed to eat like that. And so that was a little challenging for me. But what I would do, I would just, drink my water, and go to sleep. But this last time I did the reset, I don't know, I think because my mind was just really there and ready, I didn't have many struggles this time. That third week is difficult for me because it's less food, but again, it's there. It's always in the mind, that's what I tell people.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was interesting. So you were coming from the habit of kind of that sensational volume that was getting you to stop eating, right?
Yes.
So it's like a higher, could have been high reward foods, sugary and processed stuff. And we tend to do that. We tend to eat. But when you shift into the whole food, your body's mechanisms kind of kind of telling you that, oh, I'm content.
Right.
Whereas I don't have to, expand my stomach in order to feel full.
And I tell people, take the word diet out of your vocabulary. This is my life. This is a way of life for me. This is how I live.
Over time, you get the experience of feeling good by what you're eating, and therefore not wanting to go out and eat all those other foods because they don't actually give you the reward. They actually hurt. And so what I hear with you is kind of the theme here is the power of the respect for yourself in a different way with food.
Right. No, you're right. You're hitting the nail on the head every time, because that's so true. And again, I have you have all these great recipes, in the book. And what I love the most about it is, the directions and stuff. They're so easy. And when I did it, my sister did it with me. She's a lawyer. And one of my other friends did it, she's a judge. And they did it successfully. So when I hear other people say, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do it, I'm like, a lawyer and a judge made it happen.
Yeah.
And they, they prepared their meals ahead of time and, had them in the coolers, the whole drill. And they did it. And it was a success.
Through all of the recipes and stuff, what do you think your favorite recipe is?
Well, of course, I love the sweet potato bisque. I love that. And I absolutely, because I love miso soup, but the way, the kind that you have to buy, in the Reset, and you're not adding salt and all that kind of stuff. Like, I can't even order, or I will not order miso soup from any restaurant because it's loaded with salt. Yeah. And I didn't even realize how salty it was until I did the Reset and, eating the miso soup from there. And so I like the hearty miso soup, and I love the root medley, the roasted roots.
Yeah.
Like the beets and the, sweet potatoes and carrots together. That's like almost like a weekly thing that I do all the time, and it's a lot of good stuff in there.
Nice.
And the dressings. Just to know how to make your dressings, because we all know you go and you have all these greens and vegetables and everything, and then they kill it with salad dressing, because it has preservatives in it and all kind of yucky things that you don't need, so. And
how easy is it to make like a week's worth of dressing?
Oh, it's super easy. I mean, it's challenging enough to get your mind right and say, okay, I got to do this cleanse, can't work out, and I know you can do some, like yoga here and there, but I just chose not to do anything. I just, I just did the reset and just kind of stuck with it in that way. But it's great to know that, being in the kitchen is not so challenging with recipes.
There's so many different ways to make excuses for this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, at what cost, right? Because it's like, this is our health.
Yeah.
This is our health. So what I love about you is you did it, you got some great results, but you keep doing it and keep gaining that strength, that feeling of being strong and powerful and in alignment with yourself and your body. And that's really comes very clearly through what you're saying.
Thank you. Like I say, I'm so happy, and I can't wait until the day after Thanksgiving, because that's usually when I do my resets. It'd be the journey again to the best of sleep in the world and all that good stuff. So this is, I'm telling you, this is an awesome program.
I mean, if I'm listening to you right now and you tell me, and you've done it now for 5 years, and you say, you have the potential of losing weight, you have the potential of looking more beautiful, your skin, you sleep better, your stress probably goes down, and you feel fantastic. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that?
I know, because out of all those things that you list, at least one or two for sure is going to catch your attention and say, oh, that happens? Okay, I'll do it. I'll try it, and because a lot of times, just life period, people lose themselves, they get depressed for work or relationships or whatever the case may be. And, I think everybody wants to get back to that old self. And when I say that old self, the person that they can look in the mirror and they feel very secure about, how they feel and how they look. And when you get that power back, you're a better mom, you're a better dad, you're better, person at work and all this kind of stuff. Everything improves all across the board.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I'm inspired.
You're inspired.
So to anyone considering doing the ultimate reset, I strongly encourage you to do it. We strongly encourage you to do it. You will not regret it. It has just been relaunched at a lower price and has all these new convenient instructions and resources to make it even easier to get through. If you want to do it, just go to www.ultimatereset.com for all of the information.
Contact your Team Beachbody coach or go to ultimatereset.com.